Hi everyone, this is Iris, and I'm going to be doing this pin-up half updo that was requested by someone on my Facebook account. And hopefully you guys will enjoy this tutorial. Obviously, as you can see, it is very long, but I wanted to include every detail possible in case you are following along. If you're not following along, you can always fast forward here and there to see the hairstyle as I complete it. This hairstyle does require a lot of hairspray, many bobby pins, a rat tail comb, a brush, and a curling iron. You can also choose to wear it half up and half down, or you can pin the back in a French twist. So let's get started. If you have thick hair, then you want to section off a very small section at the top. If you have thin hair, then you want to split it in half. I have very thick hair, and so I'm going to make sure to split a very small part at top and then keep most of my hair at the bottom so that it's very thick at the bottom. Then, like I said, I'm going to curl my hair at the bottom. You can also choose to do a French twist or pin curl the bottom section up as well. And most of this video is going to be in fast forward motion just to save some time. So you can see that I curled my hair really quickly and now I have the spiral curls. Then I'm going to section this hair out of the way while I work on the top. At the top, I'm going to make sure that my bangs are perfectly parted, and that's where the rat tail comb comes into play. Make sure that you do use a mirror so that you can see what you're doing. Section the rest of the hair out of the way, and then pin it in place for now. This step is optional, which is adding hot rollers or using a curling iron. If you have straight hair and you don't really need to use hot rollers to get the pin curl started, then you don't need to do this. So all I'm doing is just sectioning off the parts that are going to go into rollers. See, this part is going to go up, so I'm just making sure that it's going to fit well. And then I parted the back side that was behind my bangs and I tied it to the back. I just didn't show that in the video. For my bangs, I'm splitting them in half, not perfectly, but just top and bottom half, just for the sake of being able to fit all of the hair in one curler. You can also use a curling iron if you'd like, with a 1.5 inch barrel preferred. So I went ahead and pinned my bangs into the curlers, and then I'm going to start working on the sections. Sections are very important for this look. You really want to keep everything nice and neat. You don't want to mix any of them up. It's going to make the look very complete at the end. So there you can see that I'm just pinning this down with the curler just where the pin curls are going to fall. Now this curler wasn't staying, so I pinned a bobby pin as well to help it stick. I'm going to continue working with the sections and just curling them with the curlers in the position that I'm going to be putting the hair later on. And then for the section that's like in the crown area or right behind my bangs, I'm going to be taking the back side, and then I'm going to curl this one back, but the hair is pulled forward, as you can see. And there's a little section in the middle. You can choose to curl this one going back, or you can choose to curl this one going forward. It's going to be up to you, but I'm curling mine going back like so. So take the hot roller and then roll it back and pin it down. So I'm just working with the final two sections on the other side, splitting that directly in half, making sure my line is nice and straight. And then I'm just going to take the back side, comb it upward, making sure all of the hair is going up, and I'm going to go ahead and add the hot roller and pin it down. Now the back side of my hair, the line isn't very straight, and this is because I'm going to cover the line with flowers, but you can make the line very straight in the back as well. And these curlers don't have to be up perfectly. This is just going to help me pin my curls up later on, and they're going to look more neat. So here I am pinning the last one And by this time my arms were very tired. So at this point you have all these curlers on top of your hair, and now all you have to do is just wait until they cool off about 15 minutes. And then I'm taking them down. I'm not going to show you how I take all of them down because that's just silly. But as you can see in this first set that I took down, I'm going to pin them up because like I said, you want to keep the sections nice and neat. This hairstyle is all about sections and hairspray. So the rest of my hair has been taken down and pinned up, or all the sections are still separated. Then I went ahead and added hairspray to keep my hair smooth. I'm adding more and more hairspray, pinning down all of the, or not pinning down, but putting all the flyaways down. And then I said no, 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 because I don't want you to let go of the hair as you're twisting it and pinning it down. Don't let go, you just keep it nice and taut. And then right at the hairline is where I'm going to insert one bobby pin, and then I'm going to insert a bobby pin on the other side. If your bangs are really heavy, you can put a little bobby pin in the middle. Mine are, so I went ahead and put that in there. And then spray away until you're happy with them. In the back, the section that's way in the back in the middle, I'm going to go ahead and start rolling it into my little pin curl, and I'm going to pin it down. This is going to be kind of medium height. If you want it to be much higher, you can do that. It's up to you. But you really don't want it to be too high. Then I'm going to start working on the back section, and this is the order that I noticed that worked the best for me. I pinned the front section down so that it wouldn't get caught up with the back section, and I'm going to go ahead and start rolling it. Do add some hairspray to take care of those flyaways, and make sure that it's always tight so that when you finally pin it down, it doesn't sag in the back. Put in as many bobby pins inside as possible without allowing them to show. And then of course spray it with lots of hairspray to make sure that it sticks and that it stays frozen. Do not be stingy with your hairspray. You really want this look to stick. And what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of smoothing it out with my comb. You can also wait for this section to dry here before you start working on the next section. And then I'm going to just do this exact same thing on this side that I just did with the other side. Pinning the front one out of the way, combing it upward, and I'm starting to roll it back and making it very, very tight. Do not let the back part sag. And then once you have it down, as you can see, I'm spraying hairspray, making it stay firm. And then I'm going to go ahead and start adding my bobby pins. Don't ever let go until you feel that the hair has been pinned correctly, and then you can let go. If you feel that it's a little saggy, just add some hairspray or add some more bobby pins. So I'm going to let this section dry as well, just a little bit, and make sure that I comb it down with my hands and with a little bit of hairspray. Checking the mirror to make sure that it looks right. And then the section that was right in between my bangs and the back area, I'm going to curl this one back. And again, these top sections, you really want them to be small in height. You don't want them to be too tall because then it overpowers the side curls and your bangs as well. Unless you want it to look that way, you know, that's up to you. All I'm doing here is just adding hairspray to make sure that I tame those flyaways. And combing it as well because I don't want any of this look to look sloppy. I want it to look very smooth and shiny. And make sure that you use hairspray that doesn't flake easily. So you want to use something that has like flexible hold, for example. And yes, this is going to take a while. As you can see, I didn't cut this part out because I want you guys to see that you may have to start over again and roll it and then take it down and roll it and take it down. So right there you can see that the pin curl is not very high. It's pretty low and it doesn't overpower the one in the back. So you can see the one in the back. And you can still see the ones on the side as well. And again, you want to pin it on each side and also pin it in the middle if necessary. And then I'm just taking my fingers and spreading it out open a little bit. For the front bangs, I'm taking a bobby pin and I'm just going to pin them to the side just to keep them out of the way while I work on this side section, because I don't want to snag any of my bangs and mess them up. So I'm just pinning it, keeping it tight, and I'm kind of pinning it from my left to the right as far as like the direction that I'm pulling it. Adding some more hairspray, smoothing it out, making sure not to snag my bangs, being very careful about that. It's kind of difficult to do once you start getting into this position because you've got all these pin curls all around your hair. And once I'm happy with the position, keeping it nice and tight, I'm going to go ahead and start inserting my bobby pins. And you want to put one on one side of the pin curl, don't let go, and then put another bobby pin on the other side if you feel that it's safe enough to let go. If not, you can ask someone to help you. And then spray it with lots of hairspray to make sure that it stays firm. And all I'm doing here is just combing it for flyaways. And then right here, I just kind of took it and I tightened it just a little bit more by putting a bobby pin on top. But really, you shouldn't put the bobby pin on the top. You should put it on the inside. Okay, I have one more curl to go. And so I'm just spraying it to tame the flyaways, combing it upward, and it's going to go from right to left. Don't let it sag, and keep it very nice and tight as you roll it down. And keep it facing towards your left so that it's very, very tight. And then once you're happy with the position, you can go ahead and start pinning it down. I put this little flyaway and tucked it under my bangs because I'm going to work on that one in a little bit. So starting just all over again, I'm going to go ahead and start rolling it down until I'm happy with the position of the pin curl. So I'm almost done. And I think right there is where I'm going to go ahead and pin it down with a couple of bobby pins. Remember, you're going to pin it on one side of the pin curl and then on the other side and in the middle if necessary. And don't be stingy with your hairspray. Spray all around and check for any final mistakes or anything like that. And tighten up your bangs, make sure everything looks good. And then you can take the rest of your hair down. And we're done. So I went ahead and put some flowers in the back. If you'd like to look at the inspirational photo, please go to my blog. There is a photo there. And you can see the back and the top of the hairstyle, which is always requested. So I hope you've been inspired to try this look. Thank you for watching.